How many here would consider themselves a good listener? Good listener, right? So historically, data says that about 96% of people say, yeah, I'm a good listener, when about 20% actually are. And it's not your fault. Our brains are not designed to zero in. There's actually one of my favorite studies was the invisible gorilla experiment. Has anyone ever heard of this? It's wild. 1999, they did this study out of Harvard. And they said to the participants, they said, you're just gonna watch two teams play basketballs. And then in the middle of the game, a human in a gorilla outfit walks into the middle of the court and thumps its chest and leaves. 50% of the participants did not see the gorilla. They didn't see it. It's a gorilla in the middle of a basketball game, and they completely missed it because they were focused on something else. And when they told the participants, you just missed a gorilla, they're like, no way. And then all of a sudden they play the video back and they're in shock because we don't think that we're missing that much. Yet when we're not dialed in, we are. When we're not paying attention to the things that we might not be seeing, we're missing out on opportunities. And we're missing out on opportunities to make people feel like they are seen and heard. Do you know when people feel paid attention to, it actually ignites all of their feel-good systems? All of those feel-good hormones come out. But when people are ignored, it actually causes a pain receptor to light up. So when you guys are texting your friends out there right now, it is like stabbing me in the heart. But we think we're paying attention, we try so hard, we think we're doing it, and yet if we are not completely focused, if we are not paying attention to everything that people are saying and not saying, we are missing gorillas. And so the question is how often are we missing that with our clients? How often are we missing that within our teams? When we're having a conversation and maybe there's things that are not said, or maybe there's a comment that we just let slip away and we don't address. All of a sudden, it's causing those pain receptors to light up, or it's causing that distrust to happen. Because I think that's one of the best areas for organic growth, if we're talking about it in that way, is how can we dial in and make sure that we're paying attention to everything that they're saying and everything that they're not saying? How can we make sure that we are actually paying attention to what people need so that we can be that strategic advisor, so that we can build that trust? And so how can we make sure that we are allowing ourselves to feel like we are putting those distractions to the side and showing up in a way that is of the highest service to our clients and the highest service to another? And so I'm just out of curiosity here, and we can kind of shoot some of these out. You can just say them out loud. Is what are some of your biggest distractions from feeling present? Cell phones. Emails. Cell phones, emails. They actually, in New Jersey, they just banned them in high school. My daughter is aghast. But I understand why. It's completely distracting. What else gets in the way of being fully present? What was it? Family? So we have distracting priorities, right? And so we have to make sure that when we are fully present in front of someone, that we're making sure that they are dialed in, that we are dialed in on them. My thing is I have an Apple Watch and I love it. But I also have to turn it off. When I am up here, I gotta let go of it. Because if that notification comes up that my daughter wants to talk about something completely inane, I'm gonna get distracted by it. She's 15, most of the things are inane. But that's actually just something to think about as you go along your day, is when you wanna give someone that gift, when you wanna make sure that I am connecting with them in the highest level possible, and I am communicating in a way that I am actually relating to them, how can I make sure that all of those distractions, because yours might be different than the ones we just talked about, how can we make sure that they are put away? How can we make sure that we're not missing the gorilla?